I had just picked up my daughter from school. Then we stepped into the elevator, but suddenly my daughter noticed something wasn't right. She asked, "It's not even raining outside. Why is that man carrying an umbrella?" I quickly told her to be quiet. Once the elevator reached our floor, I hurried my daughter out of the elevator, but as I was about to input the door code, I noticed that strange man was watching us, so I stood in front of the keypad, blocking it with my body. Then I purposely stayed still and didn't enter the code. At that moment, the daughter blurted out the password. I quickly covered her mouth. Thankfully, by the time I looked back, the elevator door had already closed. Once we got inside, I immediately changed the door code, and it was this action that saved my 2 kids, because soon after, the house intercom suddenly rang. The property management asked me to pick up a package from the security office. At first, I didn't think much of it, so I told the kids not to open the door. Then, I went alone to the security office, but when I opened the package, I was shocked to find it was an empty box. Before I could figure out what was going on, my daughter called, saying the pizza I ordered had arrived. She asked if she should open the door, but I clearly remembered ordering the pizza on my phone just before heading downstairs. How could it have arrived so quickly? Suddenly, I thought about that strange man in the elevator, and I realized something was terribly wrong. I quickly told the kids not to open the door. Then I ran back home as fast as I could, but just then, I heard the sound of the code being entered. That made my 2 kids freeze in fear. Luckily, by the time I reached the building's entrance, I saw the elevator had been stuck on the 8th floor. That's when I realized the man had jammed the elevator with a flyer. After hitting the button for a while and the elevator not coming, I had no choice but to take the stairs. I kept telling the kids over the phone not to open the door, but in my panic, I slipped and fell, breaking my phone in 2. At the same time, there was complete silence at the front door to check if anyone was outside. My son slowly went to the peephole, but just then, the sound terrified both kids. Fortunately, by then I had reached the 8th floor. When I opened the door and saw my kids safe inside, I finally breathed a sigh of relief. But just as I was about to close the door, that strange man rushed in from the hallway. Thankfully, in the nick of time, I slammed the door shut and quickly dialed the police.